ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. I am Starko Gaming, and we are back with another Dragon Champion video. Guys, today we're going to talk about something different. Yep, something different than we usually talk. Today we're going to talk about the worst character for each races. So we're going to go through every single race in the game, and we're going to talk about the worst character in that race and if you should avoid recruiting that character or not, because in some race, like for example, a healer is there and it's the only healer in the race. Well, you might not have a choice to recruit that healer, but overall, pretty much all characters we're going to talk about, or almost every single character we're going to talk about in this video, is going to be a character you should avoid building until you're done, with the tutorial and all that, because there's some things you need to do on terrible characters during the tutorial. But after that, definitely should avoid building those characters. So that is what we're going to be talking about today, and hopefully you guys are going to enjoy this content. And if you do, guys, let's hit the like button, because this is the only way YouTube knows that they should be promoting this video to more people. The more likes we got, the more promotion we got, and I like to see a good 25 likes on this video today if we can achieve that. And also, guys, if you are level 15 or below, make sure to use the promo code, the Starko, to get $10 worth of free stuff. To do so, it is very simple. You go in settings, use promo code, and you enter the word Starko, STARKO, you press OK, and you will receive $10 worth of free stuff, which include the 500 direct win and 250,000 gold, giving you a huge boost early on to kick in some awesome progression. So promo code Starko. So let's jump into this roster right away, and let's turn the first race, which is going to be the human race. So human is actually pretty simple, guys. There is not many bad characters in this race, but there's still one that we're going to be talking about: Mr. Darian. Mr. Darian is a terrible character, guys. Yeah, it looks pretty good, but as a character, this character is, in my personal opinion, the worst tank in the game. Yes, he do have a decent leadership still, like if you get that leadership here, like for example, both physical armor, magic armor, all eyes increased by 30%, which is actually pretty solid, but only for one place. It's the challenge where you have to use the five defenders to beat it, and that is pretty much it. And also, aligned member of the order have 50% chance to remove one debuff at the end of their turn. It's not that bad, but again, it's very good just for the defender challenge. Other than that, there are so many better options as tank, as leadership in both order and clan, that this leadership just, it's not good enough just to make this character pretty much. And overall, this character is terrible. Definitely the worst defender in the game, and definitely a human character you should avoid at all costs, especially that along the road you'll get little baddie for free. Just some extra information here for new players. With all those events that last 3 days, you're gonna get I think it's 5 euro stun for a little baddie every 3 days, and she's gonna stack up to 7 stars actually pretty damn fast. So yeah, since you get her for free, why work on Darian when you're gonna have a much better human tank along the road? So I'll just say, just don't work on Darian until you get to the point that like level 40. Start working on a much better tank for your order, like Kinley or Hilda, for example. And then on the clan side, you're gonna have Trumgar for free too. So that's gonna take care of pretty much all the tanking you need. So Darian, guys, it is a big skip. If you started to work on this guy and you're like, oh shit, Starko says a skip, so yes, you should listen to me, otherwise you will regret it along the way. So that's for the human. Now the Panda. Panda, pretty much there's only one bad characters in this faction. Although Rin is not that great, but she can actually do some decent job. The only bad character is actually Shaolin. Shaolin is a terrible character. So he is the one character that you can see I did not work on in my Panda. Although you can see Ember and Lake here, is just I don't have the shards for them. But yes, Shaolin is the only characters I did not farm in my Panda, and the specific reason is simple. He is trash. He is not a characters you want to build. He is not a characters you're gonna use. The only place you might use him is for the Renara event, but you get healed up for free from tower mode. So use your tower currency on Hilda instead, and she's gonna do more damage, and it's gonna be having more usability than this little fella for the Renara event. So skip Shaolin as much as possible, guys. Terrible character. And you know, look at all the other DPS option here. You have Rin, Tao, Master Jewel, Lake, and Amber. They are all so much better than Shaolin. So just skip Shaolin, guys, until maybe you get a rework along the way at some point. Next, we have the Goblin. Goblins actually have two terrible characters, but we're going to talk about the worst one today. Old Lure is just kind of useless. Can be quite useful in phase 4 of the raids to remove that buff on the tank, but will not do any good damage. Can actually participate into the recruitment of talent, but mostly gonna get wrecked because his HP is so low, his damage is non-existent, his kit does not support the other goblins. He has pretty much nothing to show. Personally, I have him to level 80 because I needed a 5th goblin here. As you can see, I only have 5 goblins to 7 stars. I need a 5th goblins to actually finish to recruit my talent, but other than that, he is a terrible character. You much better serve with farming Pigwall. Sadly, I did not know Pigwall was that good until a few months back, and then I started to work on him, but that's beyond the point here. Old Lure, avoid this character at all costs. Now if we move to the next race, we have the Demon Race. Demon Race is let's be honest, there is not a single bad character in the Demon Race. Every single character in the Demon Race is awesome. Now, the characters that will be the least useful in the human race, if we can say it like that, there's 2 characters we can put on this list: Mega Wheel or Puncher Face, but we do have to pick one of them. So we're gonna go with Mega Wheel, just because you can actually do the event without recruit whoever it is. I think it's General Mordok without tanks, so you don't actually need Mega Will to make it happen, and Auto Mega Will can actually get some work done. You're still the weakest characters in this faction, but now if you ask me, should I avoid working on Mega Will? Well, if you have Kiri, yes. If you have Kiri, yes, don't work on Mega Will. If you don't have Kiri, Mega Will is awesome. It is awesome, even though he is the weakest of the Demon Race. He is still an awesome character, and highly underrated things, to be honest, because with the synergy of the demon with either buff or slinger leadership, he gets awesome, to be honest. So yeah, underrated character. Still worst character is the faction. Should skip, depending on your roster. If you have Kiri, skip. If you don't have Kiri, I recommend building Mega Will still. So that is one of the rare race we can actually say that, because most race they won't have characters like that. That is, yes, he is the weakest, but can still get the job done. But we still have a few more race here. I think 1, 2, 3 more race, guys. So let's move to the Elf race. Now the Elf race is actually pretty simple. You have 2 terrible characters in this race, Alleria and Sengel, but in my opinion, Alleria is stronger. So Sengel is going to be the weakest characters you should avoid building. And honestly, Alleria, you get her really early in the game, so you build her before you get a chance to actually play Sengel. So there's no actually incentive to actually start building Sengel, because you're like, I already have Alleria. Screw the other guy. He's not going to be useful. So you're going to be building Alleria. Is going to be awesome healer for your health team. Not awesome. She's going to still be terrible. But anyway, that's the point here. But Sengel, maybe he one day is going to get a rework and he's going to be usable. But for now, he is definitely, in my opinion, the weakest healer in the game. And he doesn't bring anything to the team, in my personal opinion. So definitely a character to avoid as much as possible. Now if we move to the next one, we have the Orc. Oh boy. Orc, you actually have only one really weak character, which is Morta. And sadly, she is the only healer. Well, you could count Arduk as a healer, but not really. Just apply regeneration and cheat death, and that's pretty much it. It does not actually heal. So if you want to heal, you need Morta. There's no discussion about that. You need Morta. If you want to unlock Solius, you will most likely need Morta. If you want to build the Orc team for Battleground, you will probably need Morta. I'm actually not so sure about that, but you get the point. So early on, you will need Morta to progress through the clan campaign. So even though she is a terrible character, as you can see here, have her to gear 11. I probably overdid it a little bit with her, but yeah, you're gonna use her in the many places early on in the game, so you will need her. But at some point, guys, at some point it's gonna just say, okay, she is trash, we're gonna leave her out and focus on something else at that point, because she is definitely the worst or character in the game, and it really sucks that you actually have to use her at some point, to be honest. Next we have the Pride team. The Pride team only has one terrible character, and this is Vorian Trickster. Every other characters here are actually pretty solid. They're actually pretty damn good, every single one of them. Well, Kagi is not considered the best characters, but in the Pride team actually gets amazing work done. But Vorian has literally nothing. He has a good synergy for poison, so if you can put him with Venomate and I think Kira, it can actually get a solid job done. But other than that, he is totally worthless, and you have so many better options to put with Venomate and Kira than Vorian the Trickster, that you're not really going to be using him as a synergy in that team. So you're not going to be using Vorian anywhere, not a single place, because he is trash. He is not worth building up, even though that the game wants you to build him up at some point. He is still trash, and you should not be building up. Now, if you have questions about other characters, guys, you are not sure if you should be building or not, there's a comment section down below. Ask me all the questions you're gonna ask, guys, and I will get back to every single question. I always answer every single question. Also, guys, if you enjoyed the content, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We have a daily Dragon Champion video, and also we stream every single night 7 p.m. Pacific time with awesome content. We have fun, we have good content, and we actually give a lot of tips during those live streams too. So definitely worth watching. So guys, thank you for watching this video. Hopefully this video was helpful for a bunch of you guys watching, and hopefully you guys are the people that already knew about all those terrible characters. Well, that confirmed what you thought. So guys, thank you for watching. You keep enjoying playing Dragon Champion, and I will see you guys again in the next video. Thank you.